Welcome to our introduction to vendor approvals for Acumatica ERP. As you probably know, vendors are something that are often involved with fraud or embezzlement. And so it's very important in a financial system to have a strong approval process to make sure that payables are not being generated against some brand new fictitious vendor. So what we've added is our vendor approvals product to be able to provide you with the following. So with our product, when we go to create a new vendor, if we're going into payables and I say new vendor, all right, so when we go to create a new vendor, you'll recognize this screen. This is our vendor entry screen. And if I put in a new vendor name and click save, you'll notice that the vendor status defaults to unapproved and I can't change it. I can't check on the approved checkbox either because I'm not currently as a designated approver. So we'll get to that in a second. The other part of our product is going to send a notification. So once that record gets created, we'll see an email show up here in my Outlook. So we'll give it a few minutes for that to flow through the scheduled email send. And if we go back to our vendor approvals, we'll notice now that there is an unapproved vendor in our generic inquiry here for the unapproved vendors. So this is another way that you could get in to approve it. Once you got the notification email, you could come into Acumatica and go ahead and click on the link here. That would take us right back into that particular vendor if I had the approver status. So we're going to walk through how do you get that approver status. Let me just check and see if our emails come in yet. Not yet. Okay. And so in the next step is I want to be able to tell the system that that vendor is approved. So when I go and I look at my user, there's now a checkbox here to indicate that I'm a vendor approver. So I can click save on that. And now when I go back to the vendor record and I refresh the screen, you'll notice now that it does have the ability for me to check this checkbox and tell the system that, yes, this vendor is approved. Once that's saved, then you'll see the vendor active status is active, and it now is editable on the screen as well. Now, until it's active, you would not be able to enter a AP bill. So this prevents anyone from generating fake bills in the accounts payable system. The way that the email, and here we can see the email has come in. And if I double click on that email, it'll tell me that the vendor ID here needs to be approved. And that would be the thing that I could go up to our vendor approvals unapproved and find it. Now, since I've already checked it, it'll be no longer on the list here. But now we have an official way of controlling who creates vendors and preventing any use of that vendor until it's been officially approved. If you'd like to try it out, we love to give trial licenses, so reach out to our team. You can reach out to Gray, Gray, at icansoftware.com, or you can go to our website. With that, I invite you to test out vendor approvals. Contact us today at ICANN Software Solutions. We look forward to speaking with you.